What's up? What's up with y'all this morning? Well, the big weekend is finally here, y'all. Sorry, your boy Red is a little under the weather today, but I made sure you know I ain't gonna miss this one for nothing in the world. Well, it has been a wild week, man. And all I wanted to do was just get to UGA in Tennessee. But these sorry basketball players won't let me. I mean, Lord have mercy. Kyrie, Steve Nash, Duke Kent, even the Queen want to chime in this morning. I mean, NBA just drama all this week. But hey, football season still in effect, y'all. We got a huge college football day today. NFL day tomorrow. We got lots of NBA drama to talk about. The World Series is almost wrapped up. Like I say, we got the whole crew in the house tonight. Episode 255. We just about to just get it started right now. Let's do it, fellas.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Red and Coach are coming to you live from the ATL Charter. Wow, Armani and Rev are coming to you live from the East Coast, giving you real sports talk because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen?
Real sports knowledge.
So hang out with your boy, Red, Rev, Coach, and Armani for episode 255 of the Red and Rev Sports Show. And as is our sports custom, we're going to turn our numbers attention to our numerologist, Coach Patrick Thomas, to give us something or someone that deals with those numbers 2, 5, and 5. What you got for us, Coach?
Come on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a cloudy day in the ATL, but we will be just fine. Big day today in football. And I found a football player who he's a little old school, not too far old. Everybody should know him. He played his college football at USC, those Trojans. He's a big-time linebacker. He made the Pro Bowl 12 times. And unfortunately, he passed away, I think it was 2012, sometime around that time. He also made the Hall of Fame for pro and college. So there's 2 Hall of Fames for him. Number 55, Junior Seau. Number 55, Junior Seau, 2-time Hall of Famer.
Junior Seau. I think all of us have been born to see him play. All right. So big time Junior Seau, who also had a little stint with the Patriots, didn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Last year he played.
Yeah, after a stellar career with the Chargers, and then he played a little bit with the Patriots. So, all right, thank you, Coach, for blessing us with somebody we all saw play in real time. We appreciate it, man. All right, everybody doing good? Everybody doing good?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing good.
All right. I need
okay. Trying to get better.
I need the vice president to do what he's supposed to do so we can officially start this show. I mean,
Vince, you supposed to slam the gavel down before you even start talking, man. we got to start letting Miss Dana slam the gavel down.
I mean, can we get a gavel slam so I can come to Revenite Nation?
You want me to slam it, Vince, or should we ask Miss Dana?
Come on, Mr. VP. We need you on task, sir.
Let Miss Dana slam the gavel like her Phillies did slam the ball last night.
All right, let's do it. The VP. Thank you, sir. I'm going to go straight to the gavel slamming comment because we needed that first. But thank you for slamming down the gavel for a new 5 session.
Real. Be careful now.
Well, good. What's up, Joe Black?
What's up,
Glad to have you. Maurice Pro is in the house from Florida. Sister Dana Brickus is in the house. The VP said, Junior Seau, great job, Coach. Sister Veronica, hello to you, Miss Parrish.
All the way from the West Coast.
Maurice said if the vice president ain't gonna do his job, I'll do it. Bang, bang, bang.
Maurice can be our secretary.
You get that man secretary status. All right. Lord Coach talk about a Trojan. At least he picked a good one.
Yeah, Joe Black, don't worry.
Red, wait your turn. Episode 255 began. You threw the VP for a loop, Coach. He thought it was Lance Briggs. until you say he passed away. So Coach said, make sure you listen to the whole thing, Mr. VP.
You got to roll.
It could have been Willie McGinnis.
Okay. All right. Good morning to you, bro Mitchell. Glad to have you, sir. And feel free to hit that share button. Let somebody know you're watching the Red and Rev Sports Show on today. If you haven't subscribed to our Facebook page, hit that like button, or if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button to our YouTube page. All right, let's move on, man. You know how we do it, gentlemen. Dope, nope, and coach. We'll start with the coach. What you got for us? What are you doping on, sir?
I'm doping on the obvious. Aaron Judge being named Player of the Year by his peers. I mean, it wasn't for one little slip up toward the end of the year, he would have been the Triple Crown winner. But hey, 60-plus home runs, over 120 RBI. Hey, man had the season to remember. And now come the fun part, contract year. So my dope moment goes to Aaron Judge.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Red, what are you doping on?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm doping on the ham sandwich. Darvin Ham. Oh, man. Coach. You've been pulling some moves this week. With the exception of last night, even though it was a competitive game. They've been working the last few games, Coach. I give you props, man. I was kind of shaky on you at first, man, but some of the moves you've been pulling lately have won Laker Nation over, man. I can't call you the ham sandwich anymore. At least I can shorten it down to Coach Hammy now. But the Westbrook move, moving him to the bench, making him your sixth man, that was a good move. Trying to get some of these young fellas involved in the starting lineup. I like the moves he's trying to do the best he can do. But the Queen just keep killing us everywhere. We ain't gonna get out of that right now. But my dope move, Darvin Ham for the week. Good job, Darvin Ham.
Oh, yeah. So Westbrook is off the hook and LaQueen is on the hook. Gotcha. Armani, what are you doping on, sir?
I'm doping on one. Hey, Terry Fontenot.
I'm going to say it too, Armani.
Hey, you're doing your thing, man. Hey, you're trying to get rid of some dead skin that's left on the team. Hey, getting rid of it, trying to revamp the cap so we can have more cap for next season. I love it what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And you got rid of Calvin Ridley before the free agency. So that's great too. We got some draft capital and we're going to have some cap space heading into next season. What a way to start rebuilding that cap space. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you were going there. That's why I didn't use it. I said, I was going to say Terry. I said, Armani probably going to say him, so let me use Ham. Good.
All right, I am doping on Danny Ainge of the Utah Jazz.
What?
This man got rid of Donovan Mitchell,
Rudy
Gobert, two of their All-Stars, and he has fielded a team so far that is 7-3. Got some phenomenal guards. Armani's cousin is balling. Colin Sexton.
I know, balled on me last night.
Also, you had Jordan Clarkson doing his thing. Then he got marketing from the Bulls. And quiet as it's kept, some folk thought Utah was rebuilding, but it seems like they have reloaded and they got a little younger. So Utah is a team to be reckoned with because they got 3 guards that can put it on the ground, also shoot the rock. So Danny Ainge gets my dope moment for this week. All right.
Lucky team.
What are you noping on?
It's on me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm noping on, let's see, I got 3 candidates. I guess I'll go with Joshua Primo. Good Lord, man. I mean, after the Deshaun Watson incident, man, how could you stoop yourself to start doing what you're doing and then doing it to the team therapist for the San Antonio Spurs? Dude, what in your ever idiotic mind made you think you could ever pull a move like that and get away with it? The San Antonio Spurs doctor. Okay, dude, we're not even talking about, I can see maybe a big city team doctor, you know, maybe you got a chance, maybe she a little wild, maybe I can have a little thing, but I'm talking about San Antonio Spurs doctor, dude, come on. Joshua Primo, nope. I hope this investigation continues and they bounce your little stupid butt right up out the league, dude. You are a big don't even want to talk about it. Hopefully he'll be out the league and we don't have to think about him soon. But dude, you a moron. Just a doggone dumb moron.
All right, Josh Primo gets Red's note. What are you noping on, Armani?
I'm gonna put on Frank Wright, and here's why. Colts, right? Okay. So you bench Matt Ryan. Okay, that's fine. But why are you firing your offensive coordinator? You let the Falcons pretty much bamboozle y'all into thinking y'all getting this. Oh, Matt Ryan's gonna take it to the Super Bowl. That's y'all fault. So y'all firing the OC. What does that really do? I mean, you saw it. You saw the signs last year when Matt Ryan started falling off a cliff. Now he's completely falling off a cliff. So I don't know why y'all firing people. Come on now. For what?
All right.
Epic fail.
I am noping on the Falcons secondary. That game should not have gone in overtime last week. If it weren't for the penalty that was called, and some people say the penalty was now called an error. But anyway, there's no way in the world you let the Carolina Panthers' best receiver get behind you when you're in a prevent defense. The Falcons should have lost that game because of the blunder of the secondary, but thankfully the cards fell in their favor. Nevertheless, I'm grateful that the GM got rid of one of the guys who were responsible for that epic debacle. But thankfully, they did not lose the game and they wound up winning. But I got to give my note moment to the Falcons secondary for making that game longer than what it was supposed to be.
You have got to be kidding.
Coach, what are you noping on?
I'm going deep here. I'm noping on McDonald's bringing back the McRib Center. I'm going to do the McRib Center. My note moment goes to the referee in the game with the Brooklyn Nets, where the Mavericks. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie got a technical foul called on him, and according to a teammate, the refs said, "Play the game, you bleep, 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 bleep." And I'm like, ref, it's not your place to be that to make those kind of statements. You think somebody wouldn't hear you cursing him? So my no moment goes to the ref. If he did that needs to be investigated. He needs to have either suspension or a fine, because that's kind of unnecessary at a basketball game. You know, people can hear you, sir.
All right. My cope is a selfish cope. Many of you all know that I put the standings together for the Red and Rev Sports Picks. As I was looking at the picks, I looked at I haven't won a championship since 2019. So I'm coping on the fact that I have not won in this COVID environment. So therefore, I got some work to do, and I need to get better. So I'm going to go back into the lab, because I cannot go another year without winning a championship, because we were almost one championship away from calling the picks the Rev Invitation. So that's what I'm hoping on. All right. Who's next? Coach, what are you coping on?
My cope is for the Philadelphia Phillies. Dana, you may want to log off right now. How in the world did you go from hitting 5 home runs to a no-hitter, not hitting anything? Now, surprise, surprise, you down 3-2. And I hope you can cope with the fact that you may be going bye-bye tonight against Houston if those bats don't wake up.
Red, what are you coping on?
Oh, you want to go Armani first?
Coming around the horn.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm coping with I really didn't have a good one. I was gonna do the Nets, but I thought we were gonna talk about them soon. I guess I'll go with my backup. I'm coping with the Falcons. 24 touchdowns allowed this season. Second most in the NFL. Falcons. Jesus Lord have mercy. I mean, I know the defense is the weakest link, but come on, 24 touchdowns. I mean, Lord, I'm tired. We need a defense that bends but don't break. We don't care about the yards, but Lord, can you stop the touchdowns, please? We got enough trying to score 3 or 4 on the offense. We don't need you giving up 3 or 4 a game. But anyway, how many times 24 going to 8? Anyway, Falcons, that is entirely too many touchdowns. Second most touchdowns in the NFL. That is ridiculous, Falcons. Come on. Like you say, the one you gave up almost last week should have lost us the game. Falcons defense, Dean Pease, stop peeing in your pants, okay, especially in clutch moments. 24 touchdowns is entirely too many, okay? So that's what I'm coping on right now. My really piggybacking on what Rev said in his note, I'm coping with the Falcons defense. I'm coping with that awful secondary, and I'm coping with I should have been long ago fired defensive coordinator Dean peeing in his pants once again. You better not do it to the Chargers, though, boy. Ooh, you don't want to see what I'm gonna say.
All right, Armani.
Yeah, that's what I felt like doing last week, breaking windows when they gave up that touchdown.
Not about it. Armani, what are you coping on?
I'm coping on the 76ers still struggling yet again. And guess what? Guess what else happened? James Harden out for the month. So now what? Hopefully we can get it together, man. And I know we lost to the Wizards yesterday. I mean, wow, that's a blow for us. The James Harden is like our passer. So, you know, hopefully we can get it together and form some kind of unity without him. But I mean, it's gonna be a tough month for the 76ers. I can see it now.
Oh, I thought you were about to say James Harden's our pastor. I didn't say, wait a minute, something happened.
Oh no, pastor.
You
Facilitator. That's what I was trying to say. Facilitator. That's the word I was looking for.
All right.
You didn't lose to the Wizards yesterday because they getting blown out by the Knicks. You lost to somebody else though.
You lost to the Wizards and the Knicks this week.
Yeah, you lost to the Knicks yesterday.
That's
you lost
that's why I thought. My bad. The Knicks.
Yeah, you lost to the Wizards too. The Wizards.
Yeah. That's why I figured.
Yeah. All right.
But don't worry, the Knicks got them good for y'all money.
Let's see what Reverend Knight Nation has to say. Maurice Throw doping on the Houston Astros. Pitchers coming together for a combined no-hit in Game 4 of the World Series. Go Astros. Go Dusty Baker. One more game, bro.
One more game.
The Falcons being in first place.
Against our Braves.
What's up,
Kelly? Man, nobody didn't say that.
Kelly.
Vincent Woodruff is doping on Jalen Hurts having an MIP, an MVP type of year. Keep it up, young man. That might be a little bit of hyperbole, but we'll move on.
What college you went to?
Dana Brickus, Eagles 8-0, and Dallas Goddard 100
Oklahoma.
yards. He did bless me on fantasy football. I appreciate that. I would give Westbrook a dope moment for coming off the bench. Nobody said anything, heard any dope moment from Joe Black about fantasy football this week, did you?
Yeah.
Vincent Woodruff. No, anybody named Kyrie with the last Irvin period. All right.
Oh, Lord.
We can go with that Irvin IR. If we had ER in front of it, I'd be a little upset because Dr. J was my man. Sister Brickus is noping on Michigan State tunnel incident. That was absolutely awful. Those guys from Michigan State need to be prosecuted, and maybe even persecuted. Sister Brickus noping Kyrie as well. Maurice Throw a note the endorsement checks that are going to be lost by Kyrie Irving. Nike just suspended their contract with him. More probably will be down the pipe. The president, yes, you are a little late. He started his new business venture, babysitting Tasmania. Laugh out loud. Atlanta basically pumped the Colts for sure.
That was actually funny.
The president's special note, me picking Kansas State last week. Did y'all smell it?
Oh, hey, Lord have mercy. Hey, all I smell is yo, you know what.
This dude don't give no comment. He talking about just smell it. And that one he did smell. I think he smelled a couple of them. I don't think everything that he smelled came into fruition. But that one did come into fruition big time because Kansas State beat the brakes off OK State. Terrell.
My mullet let me down with his stinky self.
He's doping on Acuna winning comeback player of the year and Strider winning NL Rookie of the Year. I got issues with Strider winning.
Michael Harris.
Exactly.
He didn't even get a Gold Glove.
Yeah, man. The kid.
How Michael Harris didn't get rookie? I don't know. Yeah.
How he didn't get a Gold Glove?
Or goal. Yeah, I don't understand that
He
at
should have at
all.
least gotten Rookie of the Year. If you want to penalize him for not being here for the entire year, because he was called up during the year, that's why he didn't get the Gold Glove. I can go with that. But come on, man. Rookie of the Year. Come on, man. It wasn't even close. And then Strider got hurt toward the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. Nope to that doggone kicker on.
That's right. He is a
Yeah, man.
It's dope for me.
Double note DJ Moore and the Panthers kicker. Y'all getting the kicker. The president doping the Falcons receiver. For those who don't know, that's the last name of the Falcons kicker, so he's not being.
Oh Lord!
I love the Panthers kicker. Boy, I tell you.
The VP don't feed them after midnight. My bag, wrong speech. He's talking to the president. Joe Black, that messed up part is Frank Wright calls the plays. Dante thought that by PJ to Moore was awesome, absolute dime. Then the kicker happened. The president noping on DJ Moore. He's going to be wearing a helmet everywhere he goes, even the shower. Sister Brickus is coping on Game 6 of the 22 World Series. Joe Black noping on Michael Harris. There we go. I put that thing. I put that thing on him, boy.
Who in first place in the fantasy football?
Some dude named Black Snow. I don't know what kind of name is that.
That's Coach. That's you, Black Snow.
Right. Now, he should have just kept quiet because he was undefeated for a minute. He done lost the last 2 out of 3 now. If the truth be told, he lost the last 2 out of 3, so he should have just kept quiet on that because he tied for first place. I think now, aren't you?
I hit a wall.
Coach, you down there? You fooling with the alias, Coach?
Yeah, Black Snow.
Long as Josh Allen stay healthy.
Yeah, he good shape. DJ Moore with the bonehead penalty last week. Brother Mitchell noping on that. Maurice Stoper coping on Red Rose for actually cheering on Matt Ryan for the Lakers, that is.
We finally got a Matt Ryan we can be happy about.
All right. Terrell Mitchell also coping on the Phillies getting no hit in Game 4. That's awful. Brother Vincent said the committee is going to have a session to further have your cease and desist regarding comments towards COVID chips. They'll have that hater going to hate. The president's coping on the LIV Golf League continues to make major moves as they add more tournaments with major money. Players will forget about the love of the game. The PGA Tour will eventually consist of Tiger Woods and Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
I don't know. Adam Sandler on tour right now, so he may even miss this one.
Joe Black coping on Kyrie can't stay out his own way and robbing us of a good career for sure. Super Cope Armani's piano.
Rob me.
Vincent Woodruff, the VP, James Harden strained his beard. He's out for 10 days until not a problem. Wayward chin hair poked him in the eye. Michael Harris didn't even get a gold tooth.
Man, y'all killing me with these comments today, boy.
That back Thursday, though. And Joe Black, man, I'm about to cut Devontae Adams. He's making me mad. Yeah, if you got Devontae Adams on your fantasy team, you got All right, thank y'all.
That dude, man, that dude, Lord have mercy. What an awful mistake he made going there.
Stupid.
All right, gentlemen, let's go in. We finally got the rankings for the first college football playoff. Tennessee comes in as number 1. Ohio State comes in as number 2. The defending champions, Georgia, comes in at 3. And who came in at 4? Michigan.
Yep.
Clemson, I'm sorry. Clemson comes in at number 4. All right. I'm going to post that in just a minute. Clemson, number 4. So with that being said, I'm going to go to Coach, since he's normally the college football guru around here. Your thoughts about the college football playoff standing so far, top 4? Would you agree?
I mean, you almost want to go to the fact that if you haven't been beaten and you're the national champion last year, you should be number 1. But I think the committee is mad at Georgia because of their struggles against Kent State and Missouri. I think they're kind of holding that grudge against them. And then they're looking at Tennessee beat Alabama. So, anytime you beat Alabama, they say, oh, you're great. You should be number one. Ohio State has been consistent all year. They haven't fallen anywhere, so they got their right spot. Clemson at number 4. I should be Michigan right now. Clemson is not that strong a team, in my opinion. They're going to falter somewhere. I just don't see them winning out. So take Clemson out, put Michigan in for right now until, because everything about to shake out over these next few weeks. About to be some people going to play in the Blue Bonnet Bowl or something. So,
Red, jump in there. Your thoughts about the standings?
I completely was disappointed with this. How dare you put Tennessee over me? And they ain't beat me yet. Excuse me. We are the champs until somebody beat us, okay? It's like Tennessee beat Alabama by 3 little points. It wasn't no blowout like we did, like we blew them out in the championship game. That's right, Armani. We straight put y'all over our lap and gave you a good spanking.
Man, that's not how that game went. That's not how that game went. Man.
They acted like Tennessee did that to them. And just because they won by a chip shot field goal because that dumb punter or a special teams player for Alabama messed up. And Tennessee escaped. They escaped. They just slid by Alabama. And all of a sudden, all this slurping, all of this, they the number 1 team, greatest team in the country, best we ever seen. Ain't played nobody. Well, that's all right. Well, I'm telling you, they playing somebody today, and all of that slurping is going to be over with. But, Rev, we ain't asked me about the game. You asked me how I felt about the rankings. Sorry. Okay, how about the rankings? I absolutely disagreed with Tennessee being number 1. The rankings should have been UGA, Ohio State, Michigan, maybe Tennessee. And honestly, I still say put Alabama up there because just because. Oh, you say no, Armani, to Alabama?
You can't say you can't hesitate with Tennessee and Tennessee beat Alabama, right?
Well, yeah, you're right. Okay, so Tennessee got to be up in there, but if they're gonna be in there, number 4, not number 1. UGA, Ohio State, Michigan, then Tennessee, and that's how it should be. But don't worry, we're gonna rectify it today, baby. But this time when the rankings come out next week, Tennessee not gonna even be on it. What you talking about, Joe?
Yeah, one of y'all got my dog, man. One of y'all got my dog.
Nobody stealing your toys.
Man. Go ahead, Armani, jump in there. Your thoughts about the college football playoff standing so far?
Man, one of y'all stole my dog when I was in Europe. Anyway, I mean, I just don't agree with. I mean, the top 3, okay, cool, but you can put them any kind of way you want to put them. But Clemson being number 4, I just don't agree with because first of all, you bench your starting quarterback just to win a game. Second of all, you haven't been playing really stout defense or you ain't been playing the best offense at the same time either. So how is Clemson number 4? And then you know what? I smell an upset in Notre Dame today. I smell upset. I smell it. I smell it. I smell it brewing. So we'll see. I mean, Alabama don't deserve it. I mean, they lost to Tennessee, so they're not.
You smell the upset between who?
Clemson and
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah.
So Armani little Alice at the LaGuardia lost it. Man, somebody did something with when I was in Italy, somebody did something with my dog, man. But anyway, it's cool. I'll find them, maybe not. But
I'm gonna jump in there. I think TCU should be number 4. The Big 12, they have more teams that are in the top 25 than the ACC, better team. Yeah. Especially I guess what may have hurt TCU is Oklahoma State getting the brakes beat off them. So maybe they look at the Big 12 as being a fraud. Maybe, I don't know. But, Clemson is definitely up there based upon reputation. I think it can't be argued. Tennessee definitely has the most impressive win for this year. You know, Alabama's going to always be considered one of the best teams. And whenever you beat Alabama, you're going to get a lot of props. So I think, you know, Tennessee being number one, you know, you could have a major debate because, you know, Georgia is starting to look even better because Oregon keeps on winning. And as Oregon keeps on winning, that looks good for Georgia as the way Georgia beat the brakes off them. I found it very funny that Brother Bo, who used to be the Auburn quarterback, now Oregon, talking that crap, talking about if Georgia played Oregon now, it wouldn't be the same score. So that would be interesting. But nevertheless, we're going to see what happens. We will have a clear-cut number one between Tennessee and Georgia. That's for sure. For some reason, though, I still think Ohio State is fraudulent. I just don't trust him. I just don't trust him, man.
Eric, you heard the good Reverend? That's right. Your Ohio State Buckeyes are frauds. And watch him try to sneak a comment in here, Rev. I know you watching somewhere. That's right, Eric. We don't believe in your Ohio State. So stop coming on my page talking about your Buckeyes because they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't trust the Buckeyes without Urban Meyer.
I don't know, man.
Brian Day. Brian Day.
What has he done?
He's a clever play caller. I'll give him that.
Okay, what has he done?
Nothing yet. I'm just saying. He's been to a national championship. Granted, he got by us. But,
okay. You know. So again, I don't have any big.
Come on, Rev. You're being too hypocritical now. He's only been the head coach 3 years? Did Kirby win anything his first 3-4 years? No, come on.
Did Kirby inherit the same franchise that their brother Day did? No, he didn't.
No.
Okay, then. So therefore, one was handed a Bentley, whereas Kirby Smart was handed a hoopty. Okay, so who's going to perform?
I'm not going to go that far. I ain't gonna go that far.
Oh, did you want to look at Kirby Smart's first year? Isaiah McKenzie.
I get it.
His top player on offense. Yeah. Isaiah McKenzie.
I get it.
Who plays?
Let's not talk about Kirby quarterbacks he don't have.
Okay, come on now.
I get it, but I'm
all right.
Give him.
This dude got all Americans where he got handed the franchise. Because remember, Urban Meyer had to quit because of what he did. So O'Day came in and got a great franchise. So Kirby had to do way more. Kevin Kelly, OSU, counterfeit money. That's how I view it. But we'll see. We'll see. I know my cousin would take issue because he's a huge Ohio State fan.
That's kind of who I want to play in the championship, Ohio State. So we can put the rest of all that noise. Because folks keep saying UGA can't see them because we don't never play them.
Yeah, I hope we play them as well. All right, gentlemen, it's about time to make some picks. Let's see one more comment. Rev, I'm with you as I think Ohio State is a little fugazi too. I believe so. All right, gentlemen, let's look at where we are with our standings as we get ready for our NCAA picks. I tell you, this Red man, his deal is doing a great job to help him pick well this year. That's where we are. Rev goes 5-1 last week. He has a 4-game lead over me and Coach. I went 5-1 with Red. Coach went 4-2 last week. Armani went 4-2. Armani continues to realize it's one thing to pick on Rebel Night Nation. It's another.
Anyway, man, y'all, whatever. I was gonna buy your dinner when you came, but you know what?
You might as well go ahead on and do it.
Well, yeah, you owe him a dinner anyway.
You ain't getting out that cellar dweller in the NFL, so you might as well. Wherever you want to go when I'm there next Sunday, let me know. I'll be in Hampton next Sunday, so you go ahead on and treat me. I'll get it in person. Rev, be easy on Armani. All right, that's my member who wants me to show some grace. Armani in the AKA Porcelain Pro. All right, gentlemen, we got some picks to make.
Leave me alone.
Maybe Armani will get some ground We got some good games. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let me give you some good picking music. Red, you on deck since you're in first place.
All right, Red. Now, I've been seeing you lately, Red. I've been looking on my paper now. You going to be looking on my paper again this week?
Nah, brother. You remember I taught you how to pick. Remember?
Oh my
God. Okay.
Don't forget who's been the champion now. I taught you.
Oh, okay. All right, Rev, I'll let you have that one since you were the champ for years.
All right, here we go, man. Let's get this thing started. Let's do it. Red, it's on you. First game, Syracuse versus Pittsburgh. Who you got, sir?
Well, I've added this game because Syracuse kind of let us down last week. You know, I forgot who it was they played, but they just straight got rolled up. Pittsburgh, always tough to beat at home, and with that defense. But you know, fellas, I think Syracuse gonna bounce back this week, even on the road, because I know they still got some bowl game hopes, and they let some folks down last week. So I know they're trying to prove to the nation that they really are a good team this year. So I think they'll go into Pittsburgh, even with Pittsburgh's tough defense, but Pittsburgh is definitely challenged offensively. So I think Syracuse will score just a few more points than Pittsburgh, and Syracuse will leave the Steel City with a victory. Not a big victory, but a victory.
Who you got, Coach?
You're muted, Coach.
Coach.
I don't know if I should trust Syracuse anymore. You know, you get to the big boys, you've been whooping everything else, you get to the big boys and you start struggling. But I give them one more chance to try it. I'm going with Syracuse.
All right. I'm going to go with the Qs as well, since that's the dominant selection on the panel as well as the Revenite Nation. They definitely fell short big time against Notre Dame, but Pitt has been falling short lately against teams like North Carolina, Louisville. They even lost to Georgia Tech at home, so I can't.
Oh my God!
So I'm going with Syracuse. Who you got, Armani?
I'm gonna go ahead and make this unanimous. I'm gonna go Syracuse. Pittsburgh, I don't even think they average at best. I mean, they are bottom 50 team in college football. So yeah, I gotta go Syracuse.
All right, on to the next game. We got Oklahoma State versus Kansas. Who you got, Coach?
And I can predict that Oklahoma State will score. That's about all I need. They're going to score. How much, I don't know, but I think they can't go back, so I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. They might beat Kansas by a field goal.
Yeah, I'm going to join you, man, going with Kansas. I'm sorry, Oklahoma State. Kansas is turning out to be very fraudulent. They lost to TCU, lost to Oklahoma, lost to Baylor, 3-game losing streak. Oklahoma State definitely should have had, the coach should have gotten their attention this week after getting blasted by Kansas State. So anything that reads Kansas, I think Oklahoma State is going to be kind of upset. So I'm going with Oklahoma State this week. Who you got, Armani?
I'm going to go Oklahoma State. You know, like you said, Kansas turned out to be fraudulent. Fool's gold. They might be copper at this point. But yeah, they just too fraudulent. I can't trust them. So I'm going to go Oklahoma State. They are Oklahoma State on offense. They're explosive. So there's that. And I don't think that Kansas can match what Oklahoma State is doing on offense.
Redrick.
I learned my lesson about Kansas when they lost to TCU about 2 or 3 weeks ago. That's the reason some of y'all are closer to me in the standings now. And I ain't going to make that same mistake again. I'm going with the mullet one more time, even though he let me down last week. But, yeah, after getting shut out beat by Kansas State last week, no way you going to get beat by another Kansas team this week. Mullet, you better win. Oklahoma State.
On me, Clemson versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming off an impressive victory last week. Clemson still undefeated. I think Notre Dame pulling off the upset against Syracuse last week will definitely get Clemson's attention. I think Clemson will go into South Bend and get the W, even though I won't be surprised if Notre Dame pulls off the upset, but I'm going to go with Clemson. Who you got, Armani?
Not today, Dabo. Not today, player. Not today. No, sir. I've been waiting on this. I circled this game for the week. Notre Dame in South Bend. I'm going with my brother, head coach. Come on. Go ahead and pull them through. Let's get Clemson on up out of here. We know they fraudulent. Let's go ahead and set them home early. I'm tired of the committee trying to sneak them on in there, knowing that they're fraudulent. Get them out of there early. Let's do it.
Red, do you share Armani's passion for the upset?
No. I share your thoughts for the win. Clemson, they got a little bit more to lose. They still got something to play for. Notre Dame, they bounced back from the early struggles, but they ain't playing for nothing this year with 3 losses. Now, I hope it ain't a beatdown because they're going to make the brothers look bad, but I think it should be a competitive game. But I think the bench quarterback, Armani, to make a few more plays than the brothers quarterback this week. Hey, man, they the number 18. Hey, they number 4 team in the country while you talking. So don't hate. That team is good, boy. That team is good. Well, no, they good this week.
Who you got, Coach?
I'm going with Notre Dame. I still hold to the fact that Clemson is a fraud. They got DJ Ugly at quarterback. Ukulele or whatever you want to call it. He's due for another letdown. And like what name said, when you pull him to win a game, that says a lot. Now he's back starting again. I think Coach Freeman for Notre Dame got his boys turning around, and I think they're ready to steal a game in South Bend. I'm going with Notre Dame.
All right, we got 2 for Notre Dame and 2 for Clemson. We'll have some movement in the standings next week. Next game, Armani, it's on you. Wake Forest versus NC State.
Well, I know who I ain't picking, and that's the NC State. After I picked y'all to beat Clemson, and you got beat. Now look at you. You're number 22 in the country. You're right there by Wake Forest. But Wake Forest is too good. They almost had Clemson earlier in the season. They could have had them, but I just think Wake Forest, they'll beat NC State. They'll beat NC State at home.
Red, it's on you. Who you got, bro?
You know what? I'm going to shift gears. For the first time, I'm going to go against Wake Forest this year because they're going on the road to a tough NC State team. And I think NC State going to play them competitive and going to keep hanging around the game to steal it in the end with probably a field goal or a late game, probably heroic touchdown. But they at home, and I think that home field advantage is going to work for NC State. This week, Wake Forest, they kind of struggle on the road, so I'm going to take NC State at home.
Go!
Wake Forest, have a nice day. I gave you a chance. You messed up. Carolina State got a big victory last week. I'm going with NC State.
This is a tough one for me. I'm looking at NC State. Last week, they won against Virginia Tech by 1 point at home. They lose to Syracuse 24-9. They beat FSU at home by 2 points. Wake Forest's offense is a little bit more potent. I don't think NC State's going to be able to stifle their offense. I'm going against conventional wisdom. You go with the home team in college football whenever it's close. But I'm going to go with Wake Forest since they have the better offense. So I'm down with Wake Forest. On to the next game. Red, it's on you. Texas versus Kansas State. Who you got?
Oh, man. It's Texas versus Kansas State. I got to pick between the Stark and Kansas State team that made me look bad early. Excuse me, y'all. I guess I'll go with Lord have mercy, man. I'm gonna go with the Sark on this one. I don't know why. I have absolutely don't know why, but Kansas State, these Kansas teams, I just don't trust them, especially when it comes to football. Start, you a Texas team. I know you're gonna be on the road, but boy, I'm a hope that you say that drink for after the game and not before. I'm going with Texas.
Yeah, y'all see that? Oh my God!
Oh Lord!
Coach, who you got, man?
Well, Sark seemed to have been consulting his two advisors, Jim Beam and Jack Daniels again. So I'm going with Kansas State. I just don't see it. Robinson's gonna have a good day, but other than that, that's gonna be all for Texas.
We gonna kill me.
I'm gonna go with Kansas State as well, man. They're at home, and there's nothing that suggests that Texas is a great road team. They haven't really pulled off the big W's on the road, and they come up short when
oh my God, you guys are right. God. Oh my God, why did I do it?
I'm going with Kansas State. Who you got, Armani?
Come on, Armani.
Sorry, you know you my guy. Nope, I got to go with you, Sark. I got to go with you. I'm going with Texas.
Oh, you are going with Texas?
Yeah,
you better read what Benson said.
I'm going Texas, man. I got to go with Texas.
All right. His man is right.
All right. Coach, Alabama versus LSU in Baton Rouge. Who you got?
They can play in Baton Rouge, Shreveport, and Grambling. It don't matter. LSU is another one of those overrated teams that I don't know how they got the number 10 with that team they got. Alabama by 25 or 30.
I actually think I'll send you a piece of this.
I want my dang dog back.
I believe the game is going to be closer than what Coach said, but I know Alabama will win. They have too much to lose, especially already getting L. So Alabama wins by probably 10 points. Who you got, Armani?
I mean, who y'all? I mean, y'all really think I'm gonna pick LSU to beat us? LSU, MSU, PSU, Bama by 30. I don't care where we at. We could be playing in the phone booth. We could be playing at the Little League field. We could be playing at the baseball field. It don't matter. Alabama by 30.
I'm tripping, man. Before Red goes, I'm tripping off Miss Brickers last week. When Armani was going on his tangent. You know, he wasn't on the show last week. And she said, where's Waldo?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, nah, Miss Brickers, nah. It's all good.
Oh, man, that day when Armani went on that rant, man, that's all I could think about, man.
Y'all wrong.
He's president accounted for. Oh, she said that wasn't for Armani. My bad. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right, she cleaned it up.
Whatever, Red. Whatever. Go on somewhere, Red.
Go ahead, Red. Who you got, Red?
I'm thinking I went Alabama. It's unanimous, y'all. I'm laughing like y'all. It's unanimous.
All right, it's on me. Tennessee versus Georgia.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This game is going to be for, obviously, the SEC East Championship. Tennessee has an impressive victory against Alabama. This game is between the hedges, and I think home field advantage is going to win out. If this game were in Tennessee, I would be very tempted to choose Tennessee because of that potent passing attack. And even though UGA's defensive secondary is supposed to be better than the defensive line, I still don't know how well they're going to hold up against the wide receivers for Tennessee who are studs. But I think the defensive line will do a better job than Alabama did getting to the quarterback. So this is why I think UGA wins by a touchdown. So give me UGA for the dub. Armani, who you got?
Well, I honestly can't say who's gonna. I mean, I can say, of course, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win, but Tennessee, you had a good run, baby. You had a good run, but it's gonna end today. Listen, Ringo, he ain't going for that. Not for the Hyatt kid, not today. Kirby gonna have some safety help over the top. You take away Hyatt, you can beat Tennessee. So I'm going Georgia. Plus with the home field advantage, like Rev said. Plus people need to understand Georgia has to win today because the difference between Georgia and Bama is that Bama has a chance to redeem themselves in the SEC championship game. If Georgia loses today, they won't have a chance to redeem themselves. So for that reason of pressure, I think Kirby's going to get him today, and then we'll see y'all in 3 or 4 weeks.
Red, tell us why Georgia's winning.
Georgia, we the best team in the country. That's why. I don't care what the college football rankings say. We was number 1 before they came out, and we still number 1. We 8-0. We've been defending our championship since the season began, and we ain't scared of no Tennessee balls. We don't won 6 or 7 straight against them. That's the longest streak in the nation, and we're going to keep it going, baby. You understand? Ain't no balls coming into Athens, and like Armani said, hitting us over the top, baby. We got a defense, and our defense is going to be ready for Herndon Hendon today. I hope our defensive line ready. I hope Tennessee offensive line ready, because, boy, it is going to be a game today. It's going to be won in the trenches, and it's time for some smash mouth football, baby. UGA by double digits. Touchdown, double digits. Ain't gonna be thinking about that Tennessee offense at the end of the game because we're gonna put a doggone our money. We're gonna break them like that. We're gonna put them over our lap like Bane did Batman in the Dark Knight Rises. At just break they back, baby. I'm talking about we better break they cell phones. Get them out of here, baby. Smack down in Athens, baby. That ain't.
Ain't no hookers winning in San Francisco.
Lord.
Well, Coach,
You see this, sir? Hey.
I have a feeling Coach going in a different direction. I got a feeling.
Come on, Coach, and bring that Tennessee hate.
Well, I mean, you look at Georgia. Georgia's still not allowing a lot of touchdowns in any game. Tennessee has unquestionably the best offense going into the game. But there's 2 factors you got to look at. Number 1, there's no Nolan Smith on that field with that torn pec. You know, that was a big defensive player who led him in pretty much every defensive strategy. That's out about business. And I don't know if you saw it, but going back to Georgia's 2 big problem games, Kent State and Missouri, they lined up with what they call that triple stack offense where they put 3 wideouts on one side. And every time they ran that play against Georgia, it got 8+ yards. I don't know if Georgia has looked at that and said, okay, this is what we're going to do this topic. But Tennessee is going to run that all night. They'll put Hyde on the other side by himself and draw the attention to him, and they're going to stack that 3 side. I'm going with Tennessee.
I already knew
that. Wait a minute. Early in the season, when I told you that Tennessee would be a top team and over USC, now here you are picking them to beat Georgia. Ain't this something?
Armani, you got to look at this though. Tennessee has beaten 5 top 10 teams, top 25 teams.
Yeah,
5. And the thing about it is, the way Georgia wins this game, and I don't know if he's going to do it, Stetson Bennett got to use his legs. If he doesn't use his legs, they're in serious trouble. They're in serious trouble.
Well, that's why he's the quarterback, because he uses
he got to be able to use his legs to run. I mean, run out of the pocket. and get run for some first downs every now and then. It's gonna be a battle down to the fourth quarter, but I'm going with Tennessee.
I'm not letting no Pac-12 USC guy tell me that we in trouble. We ain't in trouble. This game is gonna go off just like I think it's gonna go off. UGA is gonna ease to victory, dog. We ain't gonna have. It's not gonna be a sweat off our back, man. I'm telling you, Tennessee don't know what they in store for today. 6 straight victories against them balls, and I'm telling you, number 7 coming today.
Well, we had 15 straight. We had 15 years of straight wins, and look what happened. Like,
well, let me ask Red.
Well, we ain't no turds.
Red, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
One of the things that you did very early on in the life of the Red and Red Sports Show is you predicted a score in the NFL playoffs that was almost spot on. And that was when Green Bay beat Seattle or one of those games early.
Green Bay, Atlanta, and I did it. I almost did it last year with UGA in Alabama.
So I need you, since you are so strong in your conviction on how UGA is going to beat Tennessee, give me a score.
You want to score it? All right, here it is, 38-20.
Wow.
Red.
They not going to even score. Hey, Armani.
Let me tell you something.
We have not let an opponent score 30 points in our house for 37 straight games, and it's going to be 38 today. Nobody going to score 30 on us, but we going to put up almost 40 on them.
Let me tell you something, Red. If you get that score spot on, I'm going to Vegas in April next year. I'm buying your plane ticket and you coming.
How about you buy a plane ticket in Atlanta and come buy my dinner that you gonna owe me?
Oh man, come on now, come on.
Why we gotta go all the way to Vegas?
Well, he trying to get you to bet some stuff on him.
I know it. All right, we should have went to Vegas when I got the score right for the Alabama UGA game.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, it's time for the HBCU report. Coach, you on deck. Get ready for the HBCU report. Let's get that HBCU beat going.
Hey, I love Hampton University.
I know you do.
Oh yeah, my mama got a Fort Valley game today. Fort Valley.
I know you love Hampton, not because of academics. All right, Coach, get ready, man. Get set. And here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the HBCU report sponsored by Taco Bell. Here we go. Alabama and MBSU. I can laugh because MBSU beat Alabama A&M 30-20. They thought they were coming out of the field to beat us, and we beat them on Thursday night. So that game is already out the way. Alcorn beat Prairie View last night in a huge upset. So that Prairie View, which was number 1 in the West, has dropped off. So that West is wide open because of Alcorn getting that win. And it's not Alcorn, it's Alcorn. Let me get that straight for everybody that don't like to hear that. Today, UAPB going against Grambling in a battle of Stellar Dwellers. Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman. Jackson State is going down to Texas Southern, down to Houston to try to get another win for Dion. And Southern is playing FAMU. That game has major implications because the winner of that game stays alive for the SWAC championship. All right, moving on to the MEAC. Norfolk State against A&T. A&T trying to get in that Celebration Bowl. Morgan State against Stony Brook. Delaware State playing South Carolina State. And Howard going against the surprising North Carolina Central Eagles, who are playing much better as of late. All right. SIAC, Tuskegee, going to take it on Miles. Aiden going against the Benedict Arnold, who are playing head and shoulders above everybody else. Central State going against Kentucky State. Edward Waters Elementary is playing. Is that Atlantis? Oh my God. The Water People. Albany State playing Florida Fort Valley. Fort Valley, I'm sorry. The House, Morehouse is playing Clark Atlanta in a battle of around the corner schools from each other. That should be a good one. And Savannah State is playing Lane College. All right. And in the CIAA, Bowie State goes against Lincoln, Pennsylvania. Reds adopted school. Cohen playing Elizabeth City. Shaw going against the St. Albans Falcons. Livingston is against Johnson C. Smith. Virginia State against Virginia Union. And Winston-Salem State against the tough Fayetteville State team and Armani. Kansas not playing this weekend.
Nope.
We know you would know.
All right, gentlemen. That's the HBCU report. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we've reached halftime of the Red and Red Sports Show. We got some pro basketball coming your way. We also got some NFL picks and NFL talks. We'll hang out with you boys for the second half of the Red and Red Sports Show. We will be right back. And we are back on the Red and Red Sports Show with the second half.
And Rev is gone. Rev has disappeared. He should be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back, Rev.
Coach, man, did you boot me off, man?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm not touching anything.
All right, man. All right. We got some other comments real quick that some folk chimed in. We got 10-point score for Georgia, Tennessee. Kelly Nicole, she been living up. HBCU right now, Jackson State on cloud 9. The VP got Tennessee winning by 3. Kelly Nicole, I don't know if she throwing any shade. The Valley for the win, their first win of the year. Let's go big JSU. I know she had to say something about Jackson State. I see we're not going to mention that goose egg Southern University lady. She just on cloud 9. All right. See, she's on cloud 9. I want to see if she can keep that energy once Deion leaves Jackson State. No, I'm just playing. Once she goes to Auburn, I'm going to see if she keeps that same energy up. I am messing with her on today. All right, let's move on, gentlemen. We're past halftime, and I just don't know if she has something to say. I'm not throwing shade. It was a good game. All right, let's talk a little basketball, man. Big thing came in out of nowhere. Brother Steve Nash was fired. There you go.
Shouldn't have got the job in the first day. Ain't gonna play.
I don't know what Red did. Red, unmute yourself.
There you go.
All right.
I think I was blowing my nose. I didn't want y'all to hear.
All right. Thank you for sparing. All right. Bowing out gracefully, headed to FBCOP. Have a great day. All right, take care. Go ahead and get that rehearsal in there.
I'll see you tonight, Miss Dana, in Game 6.
Dante Armstrong says 26-24. UJ missed the kick at the end.
Dante, you just mad because your Panthers lost last week. Stop with your bitterness.
All right, so we're going to go to fair or foul. We haven't done something like that in a while. Was it fair or foul? That
Get ready for a lot of fouls. If we talking about what I think we talking about.
Steve Nash was fired. Red, go ahead on fair or foul.
Foul. That man was doing a good job. Why you fire Steve Nash, man? Did you see how he went up against that ref? All that emotion he showed when he attacked that ref the other day? That man cares. He cares about the Nets winning. Like Armani said, man. He really shouldn't have gotten the job, man. And this is what bothers me about this whole situation, man. It's like, okay, you put Steve Nash in this situation, and you already know Kyrie and Kevin don't even respect them coming in. They talking about, we don't even think we need a coach. Then I'm hearing about Steve Nash have a party at his house, and Kyrie just completely disrespecting him at his own house. How you gonna disrespect that man in his own house talking about you shouldn't have win no MVPs, Kobe was better than you? Well, I ain't gonna disrespect with the Kobe comment, but I'm saying you in this man's house. Oh, show some respect, man. That's what I'm saying. See, the respect factor never was there for Steve Nash in the first place. And they threw this man in the fire. It's true, he succeeded that first year. I think when the year that Kevin Durant toe was on the line and they could have beat Milwaukee, but they didn't. And other than that year, it's been nothing but drama and disappointment. I mean, you done sold all of your young players. The guy, Sean Marks, came in, did an excellent job building the Nets up. And Armani, he probably did a better job building them up than the Hawks did back in the day. But the fact is, he built them up. He got rid of the bad contract, built them up with some young talent. Katie and Kyrie decide they want to come over there. You get rid of all the young talent. Pretty much did what the Lakers did, but at least we got a ring, a bubble ring. You get rid of all the young talent, and you bring in everybody Durant and Kyrie wants. And they still complaining. They still nothing but drama. You got Kyrie got issues every year, whether he hurt, it's the vaccine, or it's this anti-Semitic stuff. You got Durant ain't really have issues, but he's not no real leader. He's not the vocal voice in the locker room that you need. So you got Steve Nash got to deal with all of this stuff, these two knuckleheads, the disrespect. And when KD demanded he be fired last offseason, honestly, the Nets should have just acquiesced to that. Because why bring Steve Nash back just to get rid of him 7 games in? I mean, if you were going to stand behind Steve Nash, stand behind him. But if you're going to capitulate to Kevin Durant's demands, and you're going to capitulate to this drama going on with Kyrie, and then let Steve Nash be the fall guy, that's just crazy. You should have either not hired him, got rid of him last summer, or just kept him the rest of the season. It's just nothing but drama in that entire organization. We ain't even got to the Kyrie stuff yet, but it was definitely foul that they hired him, but fair that they fired him because it was never no respect the factor there anyway. And if your coach don't have the respect of your 2 top players, you pretty much not even a coach.
Armani, fair or foul?
Very, very fair. I mean, considering, like I said earlier, he shouldn't have got the job in the first dang on place. No experience, no nothing. Well, he had a little experience with Golden State, but I don't even think he was a coach on the staff. I think he was like a analyst or something of that sort. So, I mean, no coaching experience, no nothing. Meanwhile, his brothers out here that's got to work their way from the bottom to get to the top to get a head coaching position in the NBA or NCAA. So, with that being said, fair. And not only that, I mean, you're not managing your players very well. Kevin Durant doing what he want. Well, I think pretty much doing what he want to do. Kyrie saying and doing what he want to do. I mean, after a while, it just turns to turmoil and something has to change. So, I mean, with all this Kyrie stuff, I won't be surprised if Kyrie ends up getting gone one way or another. With that, and then after Kyrie get gone, you already know what's going to be after that. Kevin Durant's not going to stay there for very long, not by himself. So, in my personal opinion, I think that the Nets need to go after is probably either I think they need to go get what ex Celtics basketball head coach.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
My bad. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Coach, jump in there before Monty says too much.
I see Redmond going to the Stephen A. dictionary talking about acquiesce and capitulate. I said, go ahead. All right, Stephen A. Man, question. Didn't Kevin Durant and Kyrie want Steve Nash at first?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they
said they didn't need a coach.
Well, they recruited.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
So
yeah, but didn't they say they didn't need a coach though?
Well, Kyrie did say that even after
both of them said all that, and I'm like, well, dog, y'all want him, then you don't want him. Which one you got? You going with? I mean, come on now,
Coach. You know how it is with them two guys.
Fruit and cake. I don't know what y'all plan to do, but you know. So hey, I mean, I think it was kind of for you want the man one instance, say, come on in, then they losing. Now you're mad at him. Okay, so which one is it? I call it, like I said, Kyrie and Kevin, fruit and cake. I don't know which one is which, but still, golly, make up your mind, people.
I think it was foul, to be honest. Steve Nash is not the first guy who's gotten a job without any experience. We got to remember Jason Kidd did the same thing. Jason Kidd had no coaching experience, went to Brooklyn, then went to Milwaukee, and now he's with Dallas. So that's not an anomaly. He actually did a very good job. He just was in a dysfunctional environment. Yeah. I don't think Steve Nash forgot how to coach. I think he just had the enigma named Kyrie Irving. You can't build a strong franchise with such a guy like Kyrie Irving, who's either hurt or he says something that should cause him to get hurt. So I think he just had a bad hand. And, I think he experienced the curse of having Kyrie Irving on your team. Think about it. Kyrie was on Boston. Boston hadn't skipped a beat once they let Kyrie go. So, even Cleveland made it to the NBA Finals the year after Kyrie left. So it's precedent that teams are actually better without a great player in Kyrie Irving. So I think Nash just got messed up by the Kyrie Irving bug. I think he can still coach. I think he still did a good job for Brooklyn. But unfortunately, he didn't have anybody on that roster that's truly a leader. And you got to have a player who is a leader on a team when you got all these millionaires. And unfortunately, he didn't have that. So I say it was fine. Go ahead, Red.
To piggyback on your point, Real, like I said, I think had Nash switched places, had he been in New York instead of Brooklyn, he probably would have done a better job there with that roster, maybe than with the Nets roster. And to piggyback off your Kyrie point, yeah, team sure get better when he leave. He didn't play last night, and look how bad the Nets beat the Wizards. Gave him their worst loss in home history without Kyrie.
Yeah, he's definitely cancer. All right, now that we're talking about Kyrie, he's going to be featured in our picture this. So this is when we need Revitite Nation to give a caption of what you see. The panelists, y'all make sure y'all type in your thought in terms of picture this. All right, here we go. How would you picture this? Type it in the chat, and we're going to put up the screen. Give us your best caption, Revitite Nation. How would you picture this Kyrie Irving picture right here? All right, hit your send. About 30 more seconds. Come on. How are we going to picture this Kyrie Irving picture? Hit send, panelists. All right. All right. Coach, hit send, coach.
Okay, wait a minute.
All right. Coach, while you figuring it out, let's go. Now, I don't know if this was his initial caption because he got another one. Well, Armani said, can't trust no player from Duke. All right. Red said, if I only had a brain. The VP said, it can't be round. I guess I got to give this bogus apology. Armani said, LeBron, please save me. I guess this probably coach right here.
Yep.
Darn, they canceled Uncle Drew too. And that's it. Oh, man, that's funny. The VP said, Nike said, what? That's a pretty good one. What would you all say the top one?
I like the Uncle Drew too. Like, man, they count for Uncle Drew too. Yeah, because you definitely ain't got to worry about that.
All right. Who else? That was coaches. What you think of mine?
I think mine was the best. LeBron, please say it. Please say it.
How humble of you to pick yours.
All right, man. I'll break the tie. We'll go with darn. They canceled Uncle Drew too. That's
Yeah.
Let's go with it. That's pretty.
Uncle Drew was good. I keep forgetting he starred, man. How did this clown star in a movie, man? He was able to humble himself to star in a movie, and that was a good movie too.
And it did good. Yeah, the movie did good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a good movie. Box office. The critics liked it. That's what I'm saying. It was a well-reviewed movie, well-received.
All right, the VP say he voted for Uncle Drew.
Yeah, Coach, you got the comment this week.
Because I'm gonna make a point. It's real strange that when he was playing with LeBron, we didn't hear nothing.
LeBron ain't better put up with this mess. Yeah. Walk in there and slap him in the back of the head, man. If you don't shut your stupid, so you think LeBron would ever allow him to post a tweet like this?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right,
Durant is supposed to be what LeBron is. That's what I'm saying. Durant, just another here. I don't want to talk about this. I just want to play. But man, dude, step up and be a freaking leader for once in your doggone life, and stop acting like you live in a doggone bubble. This man, 30-something years old, and act like he's 13 years old. I just want to play ball. I just want to move on. That's all I want to do. Dude, I mean, I tell you, I was feeling like Shannon Sharp was feeling yesterday because, man, Kevin Durant, dude, that was an awful take. And then you came back and clarified it later. But, dude, you should have said this from the beginning.
From the get-go.
All right, gentlemen, we're going on to 5 for 5. We got 5 topics. Each of the panelists have 1 minute uninterrupted to speak on the particular topic. They'll have 45 seconds in a solo screen. Once that solo screen comes back to a group screen, they have 15 seconds to wind up. There's talk, and if they go to that 1 minute or past that 1 minute, they'll get muted, and we'll go on to the next person. Reverend Knight Nation, feel free to share your comments, and we'll come to it right after the panelists speak their sports piece on the particular subject. The VP has given the command to Q Lunis. So here we are. Let's do it. We're going to listen to the VP at this time. Get ready. Coach, we're going to start with you, man. Get set. The first topic is Ime Udoka. Will he return to possibly be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets? What you got, Coach?
Hey, I don't see why not. Morally, he did something wrong. But I've never seen they had a morals clause in coaching in the NBA. Maybe Boston had it, but hey, I don't see why the man shouldn't coach. He gave himself plenty of stock by winning in Boston. So yeah, why not sign him?
Red.
He gave himself plenty of stock by doing other things too. But like I say, ain't no moral clause in the NBA. I don't agree with it. I mean, coming from where he come from and being and doing what he did to Boston, like I say, the man is a great coach. He deserves another job. I just don't think this job is the job he would want coming from what he was just coming from with his own situation. Now, he might do a good job. Kevin and Kyrie might buy into him. But like I say, this particular situation, after coming off the situation you just left, I don't know, because it seems like you're just piling on. I would think you want to take a little break from the drama, but hey, I mean, you're a good coach. Maybe you can handle it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not against it, but I just don't think it's a good idea.
Armani.
I'm gonna have to agree with Red. I mean, you coming out of turmoil just to get put back into some turmoil. Now it's two different sides of turmoil, but still, like you don't want to break and be like, all right, let me relax and let me just take a step back. But you're going from one situation to another, so it's not really ideal for you, you know. But hey, if you want to come back, that's fine. But I'm not with that. Not with the Nets.
All righty. Let's see what Revenite Nation has to say. He's not the first coach to get some on the side. I love it. Emi Udoka returns. Keep your nose clean, bro, and redeem yourself. And it's quite interesting that the Celtics are not looking for any compensation to let Udoka go. It's like, actually, you're doing us a favor so we don't have to pay you and then have to go through that PR circus. So I guess if it goes down, it's a win for the Celtics, also a win for the Brooklyn Nets. On to the next topic. Red, get ready. Michigan. First Michigan State fight, brawl. Michigan beats Michigan State. Michigan State fans take it to the hallway, to the tunnel rather, and they beat down one particular player, and now they may be charged. What are your thoughts, Red?
Just another census act, just completely crazy. I mean, those Michigan State sore losers. That was crazy. All of those guys should be dealt with in the most vicious way you could deal with them. Deal with them that way because all of them deserve it. I mean, come on now. I mean, but Michigan guy now, dude, I don't know why you put yourself in that position now. I mean, coming through the tunnel, laughing. I mean, you're playing, you messing with the emotions of the Michigan State players. Now you didn't deserve to get beat down. Now I'm not saying that at all, but when you do stuff like that, you taking a big risk now because those guys were very upset. I don't know why they have players. The different teams coming in through the same locker rooms or the same tunnels to get to their locker rooms. I think that is a mistake. If you're going to have it that way, you need to have more security in there because you know the Michigan State player, he happy they won. I understand he happy he won, but teasing the Michigan State players, but those guys should be severely punished for what they did. That is crazy. Just completely crazy. One guy was
Coach.
I mean, you look at it. Unless this is wrestling, that's just severely 6-on-1. Come on now, 6-on-1. How can you feel good about stomping a guy 6-on-1? Really? But guess what? I think all of them should be kicked off the team for it. I mean, like Red said, he was wrong for going in there, but really it took all y'all to do what y'all did to him. So, no, all of them should be punished. Kick them off the team.
All right. Vincent, VP Ninjas, that's all. SMH East Lansing Busters.
Yep. I agree.
By the Butterhurt Spartans. The only 8 players need to be kicked off the team. The VP, they took a page out of the book of LeBlanc.
Talking about
the running back.
The running back when he socked with him
in the face.
And he said, Coach, these are the new age busters. Can't fight one on one Anyways, game and tie. That's for real.
Man, but that little bitty goofy looking player, that player wasn't even a big player. I can see if you were a big guy. That guy was so small, and it took all y'all guys to fight that player. All y'all some suckers, you some cowards, man. Like me and Coach said, the guy was putting himself at risk, but y'all should, man, please, y'all should not have jumped on that kid. Absolutely not. Whatever happened to these guys, I won't sympathize with none of them. I don't want to hear none of their parents come out saying how good my son is. He made a mistake. No, shut up. He didn't make no mistake. Could have killed that boy.
For sure. On to the next topic. James Harden's injury. Supposed to be sidelined for about a month. Armani, your thoughts? Go.
I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, injuries are part of the game, and hopefully when he comes back, hopefully we can kind of maintain and at least get to 500. If we can just stay at 500 or maybe a little over until he comes back, that's great. But other than that, I mean, get well, James. We're gonna need you back, man. We're gonna need you back. So get better as soon as you can. You're our facilitator, so we need you.
All righty. Coach, what you got?
Well, they can't get it. Well, I ain't gonna say they can't get any worse. They're struggling right now. But Harden is a double-digit guy, double waiting to happen. So that's gonna be missed. Even though what's the name stepped up last night, Maxey, he trying to pick up the slack, but you're gonna miss those 20+ points. So we'll see how they hold up.
All right, Red.
I think the Sixers will be okay. They just got to maintain just for a month. A month this time, it'll be Christmas time. So Armani, he'll be back for the Christmas Day games. So to me, it's just a month you just got to get through. The East is not, nobody's running away with the East right now, with the exception of Milwaukee that's undefeated. Everybody in the East is pretty much even keel right now. So I think by the time Harden gets back, the Sixers will still have time to make a playoff run. So I wouldn't be worried too much. The Sixers will be just fine. Harden will be back, and y'all will be ready again to make another disappointing playoff run.
Watch your mouth.
All right. Let's see what Revenant Nation has to say. Harden is fragile, for sure.
And you know what? And that's why you're not coming back to Facebook. Stay right there on YouTube.
Oh no, Joe Black. Hey man, you can't be doing.
All right, on to the next one. Joe Black coming for you, man. Be ready.
Yeah, get ready.
You can be mad at Red. Red the one kicked him off.
Why do we have to bring that up? Coach, go ahead and get started, man. Commanders for sale. What's your thoughts? Go with it.
Well, I guess like Daniel Snyder, a.k.a. Cobra Commander, is tired of being over him. So now they're going to put him in more capable hands of somebody or several investors. And I hope, what's his name? He's been rumored to want to buy a franchise and get some Byron Allen. I hope he picks him up and becomes a minority owner.
Red, what you got?
So the Cobra Commanders have finally given up. You finally have decided that you are defeated. Is that it, Cobra? So you finally gonna sell the team to Sergeant Slaughter? Or is it gonna be Serpentor? Which one you gonna? How about Destro and the Baroness, Cobra? Which one of your minions are you gonna sell the team to? Nah, I'm just saying. This is within the works anyway. Should have happened a long time ago. Oh man, I used up all my time. Okay, I hope a brother buys the team. That's it. I hope a brother buys the team. I'm good.
Armani, what you got?
I mean, Commanders ain't that really, I don't know. I mean, I think Musk is probably going to get the team because he has the most money. However, I'm not sure because he'll have to hire somebody else on as a minority because I don't think Elon Musk knows much about football. And I'm not sure about what's his name, the Amazon guy,
Bezos.
He's trying to team up with Jay-Z, so they can purchase that. So they can purchase the Commander. So we'll see. The whoever pays, that's who's going to get the team. So. Musk, you're gonna have to get you a minority, just like Bezos would have Jay-Z as his probably minority owner, because you don't know much about owning a football team.
I just can't believe we can't get a brother group together.
Well, I already talked about it.
He was first, Real.
Okay.
What you think about it, Real?
I think it's long overdue. It's clear that he has been a cancer for the franchise. The Redskins, or now the Commanders, have been one of the more storied franchises in NFL history, and they've been reduced to just a basic football team ever since we've owned the team. The deep MB area, they are devout football fans, and they are not able to get into this Commanders team because the ownership just sucks. I mean, we know that, like, say, for instance, the Cowboys haven't won anything, and Jerry Jones may be the impediment, but at least he keeps the team relevant.
Competitive.
He allows the team to be talked about. He has his own charisma that people want to glean from him. But there's nothing about Daniel Snyder that anybody likes. He's a prick. Nobody thinks highly of him. And I can't wait for the sale so that, the Commanders can be back in the limelight because of the Spurs franchise. Right.
You never know, Real. They won 3 rings before he got there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I asked. All right. Joe Black also said, please don't sell to Jeff Bezos. Maurice Thor says Snyder's trying to cover up some financial difficulties with the fire sale team. Die-hard Redskin fans are jumping for joy. He can't get Thursday night football right, so we know he can't get so. It's like Snyder, the Irv Gotti of the NFL, a true simp.
Not Irv Gotti. Oh, man.
Boy, hoping getting on him this week. Shanti gave an interview, pretty much put him on blast.
Gotti been getting smoked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last topic, NFL trade deadline. Your thoughts, winners, losers. Armani, go.
I mean, the winners will be the Dolphins trading for that big time pass rush. I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need? And then I don't think this was part of the trade deadline, but the Eagles got another big time pass rusher. So these two teams have done well. Like I said in my dope moment, Terry doing a good job, got rid of old betting behind Ridley, and he traded him to the team that he bet on. So anyway, I don't know how that worked, but I'm gonna say the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins had a good trade deadline. The Broncos had such high hopes, and you traded away your best pass rusher to the Dolphins. Great job. But anyway, yep, Dolphins. Dolphins had the best trade.
Cool.
I'm not on the fence. I'm looking at the Claypool trade to the Bears as a win-win for both teams because the Bears get them a good possession receiver. The Steelers get them a number 2 draft pick. With if they don't pick it up, it's gonna be very high. So, hey, win-win. The Dolphins, I don't know how they were able to steal Bradley Chubb, but they got him, and that helps them. The young man for the Eagles, they just got through talking about him, say he is struggling right now. I guess he'll pick it up as the season goes. But it should have been more trades, but whoever did what they did got what they got. So we'll see how it helps going forward.
Red.
I'm just giving it up to the NFL for making the trading deadline more interesting these days. I remember back in the day, we didn't have no more movement on the trade deadline. So props to the NFL. Coaching our money, all right. The Dolphins, the Eagles helped themselves tremendously. Now, the one team that did not help themselves is the Packers. We all thought Green Bay would be trying to trade for some type of receiver, whether it be Brandon Cooks with the Texans. Yeah, how many teams did Brandon Cooks play on? Everybody likes him so much. Why is he always on different teams? And why didn't the Texans move him? But I think the Packers were definitely losers. The Lions were losers as usual because they traded away their best tight end. I think the Vikings, the Dolphins, and the Eagles helped themselves tremendously. I think the Broncos defense will be all right on Monday because they did get rid of Chubb, but they got another young pass rusher coming up the book. So Denver's defense is going to be fine. It's their offense is the problem. But bottom line, the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the other team I said won trading deadline. And the Packers, Terry Fontenot showed how shrewd of an operator he could be.
All right, Red, your minute's up. I hope the first thing the new owner does is change that dang name. Good job, Terry Fontenot. Maurice, I'm very happy how my Dolphins got Chubb and Jeff Wilson. Also, the Bears did well for themselves, too, as they got Claypool. Lots of cap room and draft capital for 2021. Coach, real quickly, we're going to have our Steelers report at some point. Would you like to talk about Claypool being traded now or in your report?
We can talk about it now. It's kind of a catch-22, I guess, because there are reports that Claypool was like a malcontent, and a lot of people say he didn't live up to what he was supposed to do with the Steelers. And with the emergence of a cat like Pickens and Steven Sims, and then you got Austin for the all those young guys coming. Claypool was young himself, but they said Claypool is getting ready to come into a contract year, so they said we might as well move him now instead of having to fight for that contract and overpay him. So, hey, that's the way it works.
All right, man. Here we go. I'm going to jump right into your Steelers report since we're already there. Get ready.
Yeah. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
All right. It's going to be a quick Steelers report. Steelers are starting to get everybody healthy, and this bye week is going to really help them because you got T.J. Watt coming back. You picked up William Jackson in the trade deadline. Then you got DeMonte KZ, who started out popping people left and right when he was playing with the Steelers in the first game. So he's back on the defense. So that defense is about to undergo some change, and they got some winnable games coming up with the Saints and the Panthers and certain teams. So now it depends how you come out the gate against the Saints in the first game. You come out sloppy and lose that one, well, you can get ready to hang it up and just wonder how your draft status is going to be.
Quick question. Is this Mike Tomlin's first losing season?
I still say no, because the back end of the schedule is favorable. You had those tough games with the Eagles and those teams. The back end of the schedule is favorable with those teams like the Browns, Panthers, and Saints. So I think he wins. And Baltimore still is not that good to me. I don't know what they winning, but they still not that good to me.
All right, Armani, real quickly, what's your daddy say?
Well,
will this be their Tomlin's first losing season?
He pretty much had the same. I talked to him 2 days ago. He had the same sentiment that Coach said. He said Tomlin ain't gonna have no losing season. If anything, they'll tie the record. Oh well, they'll get one game up because I told him, Dad, you can't tie the record no more because you in 17 games now. He was like, well, we'll probably finish with a one-up game, but other than that, they don't see them making no noise. But I picked that because I said, y'all not gonna beat the Falcons this year. He said, yes, we are. I said, okay, we shall see.
All right, Red, you up? Get ready for the Falcons report.
Oh, okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I've been ready.
He said he's been ready. Let's put you up. Falcons report coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That red, white, and that black. That red, white, and that black. That red, white, and that black. My TV win the check, no stats. That red, white, and that black. With the Falcons on the map. That A1, that gameplay, so it ain't no looking back.
Ooh.
White and that black.
All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? Falcon report time. But first, before we get there, I appreciate Coach and Armani when talking about the sorry teams that the Steelers got to play coming up that they did not mention the Falcons. I appreciate that, Coach. Oh, I sure thought you was about to say it too. Yeah, we got some sorry teams. We got the Saints and the Panthers and the Falcons. I thought you was going to say it too. All right, so Coach recognized that Falcons game might be a little bit more competitive. Oh, well, Falcon report this week, fellas. We in first place. That's the report. The Falcons are in first place. It happened kind of unorthodox now. I almost blew it. Really should have blown it, like Rev told you earlier, but we didn't blow it. We're 4-4 after 8 games. Better than Tampa Bay, better than the Saints, and better than the Kitty Cats. So we got, 9 games left. Where do I see us? Like I say, we're still one-dimensional. Still, the running game is the best aspect of the team. Our defense is still not that good. Our passing game is very inconsistent. And a lot of fans still want to see the rookie get a couple of snaps in. But look, I'm cool. As long as we winning games, I'm fine. Okay, so we got a big game this week against the Chargers. Terry, our GM definitely made some okay moves this week with trading deadline. I'm glad I can get back into it at the Falcons report. He did get rid of that dead weight. Dean Marlowe sent him to Buffalo. That's what Real was telling you about earlier. We did trade for a cornerback because we are completely injured in our secondary. We got Rashad Heaton, I think, from Kansas City. Like I say, in trade, he just clearing our cap space up. The Falcons probably going to have the most cap space entering 2023. And like I say, getting rid of the dead weight, getting rid of the dead salaries. I really admire the job that Terry is doing right now. He is really impressing me. So good job, Terry. Big game this week against the Chargers. We got a chance to go over 500, increase our lead in the division, and I expect a win. I expect Marcus to be ready. I expect the game plan from Arthur Smith to be ready. The Chargers have one of the league's worst rushing attacks. So our running game had better be on point. But I want to get our receivers and passing game and start getting that consistent, man. We are not going to make any type of playoff run, whether we win division or not. We're not going to make any type of playoff run if our passing game is ranked 30th in the league, okay? We can't have a top 5 rushing offense and a bottom 5 passing offense. We have got to get it balanced. We got to keep it even keel. Balance is the key for the Falcons succeeding in the long term, okay? So offense have got to be balanced. Defense, 24 touchdowns allowed. Can you please stop breaking? Bend, but don't break. We don't mind the yards, but don't give up the touchdowns. Okay, but anyway, I like where we at right now, and I'm hoping for a win tomorrow to put us at 5-4 and to keep this train rolling and see where it's going. The rookie gonna have to stay seated right now until Marcus completely poops his pants. But when that does happen, I'm expecting to see Dez because we have got to get that kid a few snaps to see where we're going for the next year as far as the quarterback position. But I think that's enough for now.
I think so too. Armani, jump in.
I pretty much said it needs to be said. Terry's doing a great job. We right where we want to be. You know, they predicted us to not have a winning record. So, I mean, we're right there at 500. We can just keep, the teams that we supposed to beat, like the Chargers, I think we kind of supposed to beat this team because no Williams, no Keenan Allen. However, Khalil Mack is playing. Bosa is playing. So, but I still think we projected to win this game. So, I mean, the games that you got to win, you got to win. And I think Arthur Smith has turned the page as far as this franchise. And, I like what they did with Ridley, holding players accountable. Be like, look, we're not tolerating the BS. Turning the page, we're gonna get you behind out of here. So, kudos to Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot. I mean, he's pretty much working with a little bit of bubble gum and paper clips to put this team together. So, he's doing what he can. And he's doing a great job.
I like your analysis, Armani. The games you got to win, you got to win. That's the bottom line right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's why how folks predicted us to win 2 games this year. If we won 7 games with that trash roster we had last year, why in the world would you come into the season thinking we were going to win just 2 games? this year. And the roster did get a little better with the draft. So, I mean, we won 7. That team we had last year was way sorrier than the roster we got this year. So, I never thought we were going to win just 2 games. I always thought we were going to be competitive. It was just how competitive. Now that I know we got a top rushing attack, now that I know our offense can actually win some games for us, my expectations don't went up. But that pass.
All right, Jim. Let's move forward. The Carolina hater stated Falcons losing next 2 games. We'll see.
Put some money on it.
Let's see. All right, gentlemen.
Dante, you're just bitter that your coach got fired this week at Auburn, and you're bitter that your wide receiver was the dummy of the week, taking his helmet off. And you're also bitter when the news came back to realize that wasn't a penalty that you really should have won, because they shouldn't have called that a penalty. So, Dante, you are just full of bitter this week, and I need to recommend a sports therapist for you to see. Okay.
Well, tell Shaky Leg to make the kick, and he wouldn't have that problem.
Not only has Red gone to vocabulary school, he's going to diction school. Bitter, Kansas City. I'll tell you, bro.
You're in Kansas City.
All right, gentlemen, let's move on, man.
Hey, y'all, supposed to get on my grabber. I'm trying to be a little clearer with my thoughts lately.
All right, it's time to make some NFL picks, and once again, I'm sure Red would love what he's about to see, and this is really just about when will Armani be paying for our meals. Mine will be next week. So,
I'm gonna have to buy me a plane. Well, no, Money, you coming out here in December? Okay,
he'll be ready for you. He's 17.
I went 5-2.
He's 17 games behind. Armani is 17 games behind. Red went 6-1 last week. Has a 4-game lead over me. I went 4-3 last week. Coach joined me with 4-3. He's 5 games behind Red, and we already talked about Armani and how he's going to get his money ready. Okay, with that being said, let's get ready to pick some more games. And Armani, just feel free to choose a spot that I've never been to in Hampton. I'll be willing and ready. And if by chance a miracle happens that you somehow get out the gutter, I will happily cash app you whatever you spent for me next week. But I don't necessarily see that happening, all right? All right, with that being said, man, let's get ready to pick these games. Red is going to be on you. You're first pick,
wait, since I'm in the lead, I'll pass my first move over to Armani. He needs first move. He needs to catch up.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's how we doing it.
Wow.
Armani.
Wait, Rev. What is this with Joe Black saying?
Red, speaking like you went to maze and not drug finally.
At least you know where I went, Joe. Hey, this ain't the 225 over here. Me and Red are not 225 certified.
Goes back to pre-COVID form.
All right, Joe Black, YouTube don't stand for you safe. All right.
Armani Newsom won't have much money, so we got to pay the rent with the big ass.
Somebody got to find big ass.
Armani, it's on you, man. Minnesota versus Washington. Who you got?
Oh, Kirk Cousins, that quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, but they just traded for that tight end from
Hawkinson.
Yeah, Hawkinson. Okay. I'm gonna go with Minnesota because Washington, they in the turmoil right now. They're going through something right now. They got to find out who their new owner gonna be. So, I'm going with Minnesota. They in turmoil.
I'm going with Minnesota as well. Minnesota has the better offense, even though Heineke been doing well for Washington in place of Carson Wentz. I like Minnesota's offense, but this is the type of game that Minnesota would lose on the road. But I'm going to give Cousins the benefit of the doubt. Who you got, Coach?
Go ahead and make it unanimous. Well, now you now Minnesota. Washington is a rudderless ship. They don't know where they're going.
Red, who you got?
It's unanimous, Coach. Even the little thought thinking about Taylor Heineke upset. Nah, Washington Vikings just traded for that tight end. That'll help them. They'll win this game.
Yeah.
On to the next game. It's on me, Colts versus Patriots. This is in New England. I'm going with the Patriots. Seems like Bill Belichick got his crew in place. They're going to do a number on the young quarterback from Texas. So this might get ugly. And give me New England. Who you got, Coach?
It's not so much that Bill Belichick is in place. The Colts are just terrible. Jonathan Taylor, the best running back and one of the best running backs in the league, is not playing. So this is going to be an abject slaughter. Patriots.
Red.
Yeah. The young quarterback for Indy, you know how Bill Belichick treats young QBs in the NFL. Coach, you thought you were going to do something this season. We all told you that you won. And now it's going to be validated that you're not, okay? Once the Patriots get through with it, it's going to be over with. And Frank might be shown the door after this game. Patriots.
All right.
Frank got the go.
Armani.
I don't see. Where is Matt Ryan at? I don't see Matt Ryan nowhere. I know what Jerome at. I don't see Jerome nowhere. The number one Matt Ryan sloper. Oh wait, he's been benched and he's fourth on the depth chart. Good job, Terry, boy. We got that sucker up out of here. I'm going with the Patriots to win.
All right, on to the next game, Coach. It's on you, Seahawks versus Cardinals. Who you got?
Geno Smith said and got on TV and said he liked what he's doing. Everybody gonna take notice of him. MVP Geno Smith. No, I'm just kidding. The Seahawks gonna win.
Who you got, Red?
I'm riding with my boy Geno. Even though the Cardinals are prime for upset, no, I'm gonna stick with Geno.
Armani.
Sorry, Gino, not this week, player. I'm going with the Cardinals. Not this week. They're at home. Is Kyler Murray hurt? If Kyler Murray ain't hurt, nah. Nope. Kyler Murray ain't hurt. Still got D-Hop. They can still do some damage on offense. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I'm joining Armani. I'm going with the Cardinals, too. This game is at home. Geno Smith, great season, but he's bound for a setback at some point. So I think this is setback week. And I think Kyler Murray, now that they have another week with D-Hop in practice, I think that offense is going to be a little bit better. So give me the Cardinals.
Now, are y'all influenced by this hard knock in Arizona this week?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
All right, Red, it's on you. Bills versus Jets. This game is going to be in New Jersey. Who you got?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Buffalo all the way. Zach Wilson ain't be no Josh Allen. Now, if they bench Zach Wilson and put in Mike White or maybe Joe Flacco, it might be a more competitive game. But Zach Wilson, man, he got more competition than them two. His mom best friend that he messing with in the offseason. He got more flashing in that than he do in this game. He got more flashing in that than he do in this game right here. So I'm sorry, Zach Wilson. You might be a player. You might be a player during the offseason, but you're not gonna be a player in this game. Okay, Buffalo all the way, baby.
Who you got, Armani?
I'm going with the soon-to-be MVP Josh Allen and the Bills.
Give me the Bills. Who you got, Coach?
Bills, Jets. Good story, but he ain't gonna leave a receipt on this one.
On to the next game. Armani, it's on you, Titans versus Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City. Who you got?
Chiefs, they're at home. Pat Mahomes, I think he's coming off a bad. Did he have a bad game last week? I don't think, or was it the week before?
Nah, he was off last week.
Oh, okay, but yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. Titans, one-dimensional. Stop Derrick Henry. You can stop the Titans. So going with the Chiefs.
If this game was Titans versus Broncos, I would be going with the Titans. But unfortunately, it's not.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, Rav. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me upset. I know what you're doing. You're picking on my brother. You're gonna leave him alone. All right. I know what you're doing.
So because the Titans are not playing against Russell Wilson and they're playing against Patrick Mahomes, this is why they're going to lose. Give me my quarterback, Patrick Mahomes of the KC Chiefs for the dub. Who you got, Coach?
Kansas City. They will win, and they will win easily.
All right, Red, who you got?
It's tempting. But don't worry, Real. I'm not gonna do it. This is crazy. I know my boy Henry done ran for 200 yards last few weeks, but that ain't happening this week. Chiefs at home. Chiefs coming off a bye. Andy Reid don't lose coming off a bye. Chiefs gonna win this one. I'm taking Rails, boy.
On to the last game for us. Falcons at home against the Chargers. I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with the Falcons. I do not trust Herbert on the road. Sometimes I don't even trust them at home. I think sometimes they are very much overrated. I think these are the type of games that the Falcons will win because they will impose their physicality on the other team. So that's why I like this matchup for the Falcons to get the W in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the AFL Cup. Who you got, Coach?
Justin Herbert, one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC, but who you gonna throw to? Keenan Allen hurt. Mike Williams hurt. Charlie Joyner hurt. Who else you got? You ain't got the wide receiver. So
Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow out. So who you gonna throw to? Zero. All right, Falcons.
Red, tell us why the Falcons are going to win.
Because of what I told y'all, what I was harping on weeks ago when I kept picking these Chargers, that the Chargers are the most fraudulent team in the NFL. Every year, we get hyped up on what Justin Herbert going to do. Every year, we get hyped up on what the Chargers going to do. They were going back even during the Phillip Rivers days when Norm Turner was there. Look out for the Chargers. The Chargers are that team on the rise. And every year, they come into the season and have injuries, have letdowns, have disappointments. And guess what? It's set up again today. Injuries, letdowns, and disappointments. And it ain't going to help them in the Beans this week. My Falcons going to run all over them. I wouldn't be surprised if we run the ball for over 200 yards this week, Armani. That's how bad their rushing defense is. And that's how good our rushing offense is. And if we can just get Pitt or London involved just a little bit, it's going to be a long day for San Diego and Atlanta, baby. Falcons win 30-17.
All right, we got a 13-point score. Armani, you're a point score guy. Tell us, do you agree with Red's score, or is it going to be even greater?
I say about 13, 14 points. I mean, I say 14 points. I don't see Cool missing young Ho missing a field goal, so I'll say 14 points. But I'll tell you what, the Falcons are telling people, look, we might not be the best team, but you're going to feel us. We're going to physical you. We're going to push you around. We're going to run this ball right down your throat. So that's what we're going to do every game. We don't have to open up the passing game every game. We're going to run this ball. Guess what? Guess who's coming back this week? Our number one running back, Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, I forgot. That's right. And we got a top 10 offensive line. That's right. Everybody said our O-line sucked. No, it didn't suck. It was just the quarterback that sucked last year.
All right, man. So we got our picks. Seems like ain't going to be too much movement. There's only really one game where we all picked a little bit differently. So it looks like the standings are going to be pretty much the same next week.
I got to have those games. I got to get my 1 or 2 games over y'all every week. So it's important to me.
Yeah, here we go. All right, gentlemen. Well, we're at the end of our show. Great show as always, but you all know how we do it. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how? Who wants at it first?
I hope we all don't have the same one.
I'll go first.
Go with it.
Hey, listen. Notre Dame, baby. Hey, you got one job today, and that's to put them Tigers out their misery because I'm tired of hearing about them. Like I said earlier, let's go ahead and put them kiddies up. Let's take them back to the zoo. Let's go ahead. Let's get it done today, baby. Clemson, it's over. It's over. Dabo, you know I don't like your sorry behind anyway. And you know I don't like your sorry behind. But anyway, Notre Dame, you have the right to get the job done today. Let's go.
Now, the last time Armani got real excited about Clemson.
All right, Rev. All right.
NC State sure did drop the ball. So I'm hoping for your sake, man, because I'm not going to listen to a third time Clemson go down. So I hope they do go down for your sake. All right, who got it next? Who has the right to do what, when, where, how?
All right. Tennessee, you have the right to try to establish yourself as the so-called number one, because once you lose, you won't see number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, and then you'll be singing Rocky Top. We'll always be home to 10-3 because you're gonna start losing. That's the end of them.
All right, Red. Who has the right to what, when, where, how?
Okay. Well, Rev, I hope I don't take yours, but Dusty Baker, you got a right to close it out tonight, baby. Dana, everybody, we all gonna be watching. Houston Astros, you have the right to win and finally get Dusty this ring that he been seeking for far too long. Barry Bonds didn't get him one. Bryce Harper didn't get him one in Washington. The guy, the Joey Votto in Cincinnati didn't get him one. I mean, all these top players he don't play for. Well, hopefully, Altuve, Bregman, Jordan Alvarez, Verlander, you better get my guy a ring tonight. No excuses. End it tonight. You don't want to mess around with Phillies in that game 7. I know everybody's saying Houston is going 7 games. Well, Dusty don't want it to go 7 games. Houston, y'all better win tonight, man. Go ahead. You got the right to win. You got it set up to win. Go ahead and get Dusty a ring so we all can finally see a black manager win a World Series in our lifetime. Well, I think Cito Gaston won in the early 90s. But is he?
Blue Jays.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so we can see our second black manager win in our lifetime. Just the sport of baseball has been a predominantly white sport. So to see a black man lead his team to the ultimate triumph in Major League Baseball, to me, is a big thing. So the Astros, you have the right to handle business for Dusty tonight. Rev, you want to pick up and continue this?
You have the right to just follow all that Red said, so that I have the right to buy my Braves Dusty Baker jersey. That's all I do.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about it. And don't think that folks not going to be bringing up Dusty being in the on-deck circle when Hank Aaron hit that home run if he win tonight. That's all, but folks going to be bringing that up big time. It is going to be a Dusty slurp fest if they win tonight, and I honestly cannot wait because the man deserves it. I wish he had a chance to manage our Braves, but
boy, them Phillies fans gonna be sick. Boy, what I tell you.
I'm gonna help them be sicker in church tomorrow.
Oh, you got your bills in the church paid up for this week, man. Because that collection plate might be a little empty tomorrow.
All right, man.
Dana, don't be so mad at Real. Now, come on, now. He's a Dusty fan. We all are Dusty fans. Y'all Philly fans need to understand that.
No doubt about it. Well, gentlemen, great show. The VP has slammed down the gavel of another 5 session of the Red and Red Sports Show. Also, the VP is making sure that we got some other information. We got to make sure that in Georgia, voters have the right to make space Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
First female. I'm actually going to be coming to Atlanta this week because I'm still a Georgia voter. I did not change my license over yet just because of this election. So my mother and I will be in the ATL this week, ready to vote. And
Red voted with his mother last week at Southwest Arts Center. I held it up on my page, so Red did get his vote in, and I won't tell you who I voted for, but you probably know.
And The VP says Cito Gaston was mixed.
Yeah, Joe.
Joe Beck said USC had the right to finish his upset of Ohio State.
What?
He called it. He called it. Oh, he called it.
Eric, I swear, if you lose Ohio State, I'm coming for you, Eric. Y'all better not lose y'all better not lose to Northwestern, Eric. Armani, you know Eric Ross be on my page. We gonna get him, boy. We gonna get him.
Yeah, I know.
And Rev wearing the Dusty Baker jersey on his robe.
Rev, I know you, Rev. Hey, Rev will do something like that too now.
Sure.
Rev, keep it rolled, button up all the way to the top, Rev. You know Miss Dana gonna be peeking.
Well, I gotta make sure I unveil it after the offer.
That's a good. Hey, there you go, Rev. There you go. Come in and talk about. Say this, Rev. Start off saying how bad you feel for Philly. Get that offer and then say, but I love me some Dusty.
All right, man. We thank y'all for watching episode 255 of the Red and Red Sports Show. We'll be back, same Facebook page at the same time. Also, it's daylight savings time. You get your hour back on back. So you get your hour, but you get less sunlight. Nevertheless, everybody.
Now, wait a minute. Do we get an extra hour of sleep or
we get
1 hour?
It's fallback.
Oh, I get to stay up a little later.
All right, man. Everybody have a great day. Smart Rev, get the money first, then break the hearts. Yes, sir. You got it. Everybody have a great one, man. Take care. We're out of here.
Peace.
Peace and love, everybody.